felt like watching a movie in 3x speed.
For heaven's sake, can we at least introduce the book before you start quoting the angriest person on Goodreads? Context, please.
Context. The context is this book moves faster than my ex-wife spending my alimony. We're talking Voiceless by M. Sinclair. Fox girl runs away, bumps into wolf pack number 1, 2, and 3, and bam. Fated mates, kidnappers foiled, magic voice restored. Probably picked out curtains for the den. All in about 8 days. 8.
It's called Insta Love, a staple, albeit a rather accelerated one here, within the paranormal romance and reverse harem subgenres. The author isn't exactly hiding the ball. The blurb promises possessive alpha males and true happily ever afters.
Possessive. We'll get to possessive. And don't get me started on reverse harem again. Remember gilded chains of the Gorgon. You said it was feminist empowerment. I said it was just greedy. This is the same thing, but with fur.
It wasn't Gorgons. It was celestial mates of Siler, and my point was about agency, which you clearly missed while ranting about space tentacles. Now, the characters. Colette, our voiceless fox shifter heroine.
Voiceless for like 5 minutes. Then poof telepathy. Then poof magic voice. Talk about convenient. It's like her disability was just a quirky accessory. She ditched when it wasn't cute anymore. I bet people who actually use sign language were thrilled.
There is a valid critique there regarding the representation aspect being somewhat fleeting, but her initial vulnerability is the catalyst. And the brothers Hunter Dylan, Luca, the alpha, the sweet one, the bad boy. Classic archetypes.
Archetypes. They're walking red flags dipped in wolfsbane. Mine. This. Protect. That. One of them learns sign language in like 2 days. Right before she conveniently starts talking in their heads anyway. Show off. It's like my neighbor Gary learning 1 phrase in Spanish to impress the pizza. Delivery guy. Utterly pointless.
You find protective instincts inherently problematic? Interesting. Many readers find the unwavering devotion and possessiveness appealing, a fantasy of absolute security.
Security. It's creepy. If a guy learned my entire life story and declared me his soulmate after knowing me for 48 hours, I wouldn't be flattered. I'd be changing my locks and buying pepper spray. And 3 of them. That's not security. That's a surveillance state with abs.
And the parents, or rather, the kidnappers trying to sell her to a shifter hate group. Pure villainy, no nuance. You'd definitely spill your drink on them at a party.
Spill my drink. I'd push them into the deep end. Awful people. Almost as bad as the people who leave 1-star reviews because a book called Voiceless, about fated mates, has insta-love and a magic fix. What did they expect? War and peace with werewolves.
Which brings us to the crucial question. Beyond the steam, which one reviewer described as white hot, is Voiceless actually any good?
Good. It depends what you mean by good. Is it deep? No. Is it plausible? Absolutely not. Does it make sense? Barely. But is it fun? Kind of. It's like literary junk food. You know it's bad for you, but sometimes you just want the cheap thrill.
The pacing is certainly relentless. One reviewer nailed it. It went from 0 to 100 real quick. Another, rather brutally, called it a basic outline of an idea with no filler or actual substance, even comparing it to a summary of a book retold by a middle schooler.
Hey, middle schoolers can tell good stories. Sometimes. But yeah, It's thin. Like, plot-wise, it's anorexic. But then you get readers admitting, I like the whole. We are mates, so I shall mark you ace. AP, because I can't keep my hands off you. People know what they want. They want the caveman thing.
While others are apparently driven to distraction by grammatical errors. One poor soul seemed genuinely incensed by the repeated omission of the word. 4. Imagine that being your takeaway, not the 3 wolf husbands, but the missing prepositions.
C. That's someone who needs more steam in their life. Okay, hypothetical time. If these wolf brothers were a pizza topping combo, what would they be?
Absolutely not. We are not doing this again after the Moby Dick chowder incident.
Listen. Hunter's the pepperoni, classic alpha. Dylan's pineapple. Sweet, controversial, but some people love it. Luca's got to be jalapeno. Adds that little bit of bad boy spice. Colette's the cheese holding it all together. C. Makes perfect sense.
It's a metaphor, I suppose. A greasy, nonsensical metaphor. Look, the book delivers exactly what it promises: a fast, steamy, low, angst-reverse harem shifter fantasy with possessive heroes and a guaranteed happy ending. It's trope catnip for a specific audience.
But the speed, it's faster than light. It makes Twilight look like a slow burn epic.
Perhaps the speed is the point for some readers. Instant gratification. Why wait chapters when you can have fated mates by page 20?
All right. Judgment time. What's the official Heart Book radio rating?
Given the unique nature of the narrative velocity and the grammatical quirks, I give Voiceless 3 out of 7 suddenly acquired telepathic abilities. It fulfills its niche purpose but lacks substance.
Too clinical. I give it 6 out of 8 days to find 3 husbands. It's ridiculous. It's probably problematic. The editing might make you twitch. But damn it. Sometimes you want to see the fox get her wolves. Fast.
Unbelievable.
Okay, folks. That's all the shifter madness we can handle today. Next week, we're tackling a real head. Scratcher. My Roomba. My lover. My nemesis. Sounds clean.
I assure you it's anything but. Until then, keep those pages turning and try not to get claimed by any mythical creatures between now and then. This has been Heartbook Radio.